So we are going to be 1, food prepping for all of the animals on the property and making their bowls for tomorrow. 2, feeding a big old crazy jaguar. And 3, we of course can't forget our clouded leopards. We're going to chop a whole banana up for our lemurs. We're going to be letting Noir out to enjoy his food in 3, 2, and oh my goodness. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are having an absolutely amazing day so far. So guys, we are down at my brother's house, or more formally known as Redland Conservation Center, and we have a busy day ahead of us. So we are going to be 1, food prepping for all of the animals on the property and making their bowls for tomorrow. 2, feeding a big old crazy jaguar. And 3, we of course can't forget our clouded leopard. So without further ado, guys, let's hop straight into today's video. And we have made it to the food prep room, and we have everything out, every fruit and vegetable you can literally think of, ready to prep all of our animal bowls. Now let's start off and let's go over everything. So we have our monkey biscuits here, we have our carrots, we have our zucchini, we have our bananas, we have our butternut squash, we have our sweet potato, we have our apples, we have our papaya, we have our lettuce, eggs, strawberries, and some boiled vegetables for Ruby, our lemur. And then of course we could not forget Simone, which is our marmoset monkey, and you can see we already have her food finely chopped because she's very tiny and has a very small mouth. And we also have her diet right here, so you can see we have everything nice and prepared. And now all we're gonna do is we're just gonna head straight into preparing all of the bowls. So first we have is Rue and Rufus. So the first thing that we're gonna be adding into all of our monkey bowls is our monkey biscuits. So we're gonna pop it on open. The first bowl that we're adding into is Rue and Rufus. So let's go ahead for like a decent amount, and that looks good right there. Let's take Ruby and for her couple, and that's looking good. And for Theo and Alfie, we're just gonna give just like that. Now we're gonna be adding in our Growth and Repro monkey biscuits. So you can see these are a lot larger, and if I give these a whiff, these have a very like tangy, like almost lemon scent. So we're gonna give the lemurs a good handful. There we have it, and Ruby actually doesn't get it, but we're going to be adding it into the capuchin bowl. So we have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're just going to add another one for good luck, and 6. Just like that, we've added in all of our monkey biscuits to all 3 of our bowls. They're looking nice and good. Now it's time to add all of our fruits and veggies. So I think we're going to start off with our bananas right here, and we're going to go ahead, peel this. And I know this is not the fun part, but this is exactly what we have to do every single day to ensure that we have happy, healthy animals, because if our animals weren't eating, well, they would be very unhappy and very angry because they would have some hungry tummies. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to chop a whole banana up for our lemurs. And voila, there we go. We're going to go bowl by bowl. So now that we got our bananas, we're going to grab about 4 to 5 carrots. And we're going to go ahead and grab our zucchini. We're going to try to go fast with this. There we go. That's looking good. And we're going to do the same thing. They're going to be getting about 5 of that as well. We're going to grab our sweet potato. We're going to grab about 5 of this. There we have that for the fruits. So they actually go crazy for fruits. They go crazy for bananas, but they also go crazy for apples. I'm going to grab some papaya. Put my fingers in here, put some papaya in there. And just like that, guys, you can see we have our fruits, we have our vegetables, and for a final touch, we're just going to be putting our lettuce. And there you have it, guys. Now this bowl is for Rue and Rufus, so take in mind that this is going to be for 2 adult lemurs, so this is going to be the perfect amount. But wouldn't you guys want this if you were a monkey? I mean, this looks very tasty. Like, I might just want to take a bite. Now it is time to prep Ruby's bowl right here. So we have our monkey biscuits in here. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to start off with the banana. So she's going to be getting half a banana. There we have it. And she actually gets boiled vegetables. So right here, we have some boiled sweet potato. And we're just going to grab this giant chunk right here. Make sure it's nice and diced up and perfect for our lemur girl. So you can see we have a whole boiled carrot. And we're going to do the same exact thing. Just chop it up. We're going to grab our boiled carrots. So we're going to grab about 2 or 3 zucchini, butternut squash. So we're just going to grab about 2 or 3. There we have it, guys. Look at this. We have our yummy lemur bowl right here, and we have everything in here for a growing lemur girl. So now that we got this bowl, we're going to put this into the fridge so it's ready for tomorrow. Chopping them up in tiny little pieces, cut them in half, and We're actually going to be putting 2 whole eggs, and believe it or not, we're not going to actually be cracking the eggs because our monkeys will actually do that themselves. They'll actually take the egg and start cracking it on their feeding platform, so that's why we leave it whole, because this is great enrichment and great nutrients for them. So we're going to put 2 eggs in there, about 3 or 4 carrots, about 3 to 4 zucchini, 3 to 4 pieces, about 3 to 4 sweet potato. But what we're gonna do is, because they're extremely long, is we're actually gonna be breaking them in half so it's easier for our monkeys. We're just gonna be taking our apples and adding about 4 apples in there. There we go, and there we have it. We have our yummy capuchin bowl, and our monkeys are going to go absolutely crazy for this. I mean, look how filled this is. We got our eggs, we got our strawberries, we got everything for a growing monkey. And we have the last and final monkey bowl right here, which is our marmoset. So we have 1 little strawberry that we're going to chop up very finely. So we're gonna cut this off right here. And since her mouth is very, very small, we're gonna cut this in very small pieces so she's able to grab it with her little fingers. And that's perfect. Let's go ahead and scoop it in here. We're going to grab her fruits and veggies. We're just going to sprinkle this in, and this is exactly what we've been giving every single monkey. This is butternut squash, this is apples, zucchini, sweet potato. This is everything we need for our little monkey girl. Let's see if we can dig for our sweet potato. And there we have it. And the last and final touch on her yummy, yummy small little bowl right here is her Supreme marmoset diet right here. So this is exactly what we give her every single day, just like the monkey biscuits, but this is catered to marmoset, so this is what she gets. So we have our little measuring cup, and we're gonna scoop 1 thing up just like so, and she only gets 1 scoop, and we're gonna sprinkle it on in. There we go. And just like that, we have finished all of our monkey bowls. But believe it or not, guys, we're not done, because we have to prep the sloth bowls, and let's get to it. And we have our sloth bowls. We have mom and dad, we have baby bean, and we also have the other sloth right here. So you can see we added our lettuce, we added our eggs, and now you guys know the drill, what we're gonna add. We're gonna add our fruits and our vegetables. So we're gonna go ahead and open our carrots on up. We're gonna give about 6. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And now it's actually very important that we give them very long pieces, because if you guys notice on sloths, they have very long claws. So they take their 2 claws in the front, they actually grab on to the fruit like this, and this is how they actually eat it. So it's very important that we leave it nice and long so they're able to grip it and grab it very well. We're gonna add 3 for baby, and then we're gonna add another 3 for the last one over here. And just like that, we've added all of our yummy, yummy food, and we're gonna top it off with our leaf eater biscuits right here. So we're gonna give mom and dad right here. Let's go ahead and give them 6. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We're gonna give baby about 4. So we got 1, 2, 3, and 4. And the same for the last baby right here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And just like that, guys, look at this. We not only made yummy, yummy monkey bowls, we just made yummy, yummy sloth bowls. So now that we've prepped all of our animal bowls for tomorrow, even though this wasn't as exciting as it seems, I'm giving you guys behind the scenes of what it takes every day to feed and make all of our animals happy and healthy. So this is exactly what we have to do every single day for each and every one of our animals. So we're gonna get the covers on these, and we're gonna head to the meat room and feed some big cats. Alright guys, so we got our cat bowls. Now today we're only going to be feeding Ollie, Nebula, and Jaguar. Now the reason we're only feeding these 3 kitties is because the other cats have already been fed. So we have Ollie's food right here. Let's unveil it and see. Look at that, guys. We have a yummy, yummy mixture right here. We have some chicken, we have ground beef, and I don't know if you guys can see this, but all this yellow stuff is actually his vitamins already mixed into his food. So all we're gonna be doing is heading into his enclosure and feeding him. So let's go ahead, close this back on up. Let's see, Nebula's food, and she has the same thing. She has chicken, she has ground beef, she has all of her vitamins mixed in, which is very, very vital for all of our cats. To make sure that they're getting all their vitamins, to make sure they're growing strong, their bones are strong, and we have all around healthy cats. And last but not least, guys, the biggest cat of them all, and the scariest, We have Noir's food. Look at this. Dun, 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 dun. Now, he doesn't have any chicken mixed in, but he has a lot of ground beef, and he has all of his vitamins mixed in. And I know he's gonna be one happy kitty once he gets this. So guys, without further ado, let's take our meat and let's go feed our cats. So the first kitty that we are gonna be feeding is Noir, so let's go say hi to him.
Hi. You guys haven't seen him in quite a while, and he's gotten just so big, and he knows what time it is.
He knows it's feeding time, and he can already smell the meat. Believe it or not, he can smell it from very, very far away. Isn't that right, buddy? And if you see in the right lighting, you'll actually be able to see his spots. For a split second, you can see them, but he's moving around so much. But I want to take a look at his giant water trough right here. Now, not only does he drink water in this, but he also goes swimming because, believe it or not, Jaguars love to play and swim in the water. So this is his literal best friend, and you can see it. This is probably about like 3-4 feet deep. And are you gonna get in, buddy?
Are you gonna go for a swim, or are you really hungry? And okay, I think you're really hungry, so I think let's feed you now.
So we're heading into Noir's lockout right here, and you can see he's a very, very excited kitty. And if you come take a look right here, we actually have a built-in stainless steel platform that is literally nailed into the wood here. And all we do is we take his yummy, yummy food, and we're literally gonna flip it on over, and we're gonna have like a giant meat pie. Oh my goodness. He's going crazy. That looks so, so yummy, guys. Our kitty is right at the lockout door, and he knows what time is it. Yeah. All right, we're gonna head on out, and we're gonna send you in to eat your yummy food. We're gonna be letting Noir out to enjoy his food in 3, 2, and oh my goodness, look at him. He rushed over to his food, and he is chowing it down. Is that some yummy stuff, Noir?
Oh my goodness, he's licking up all of the meat, using all of his teeth and eating it, and it's so good in his big, big old Jaguar tummy. Oh my goodness, look at that, guys.
He is absolutely devouring this, and I don't know if you can see it right now, but let's see if we can see his spots in this light. Let's see, and moment of truth. Look at that, guys. You can kind of see his spots, especially on his hind legs, and almost under his belly right here. But in the perfect lighting, you can see them so crystal clear. Now, since it's a little gloomy outside, it's pretty hard to see. This Jaguar boy right here is enjoying his food. He's literally getting it everywhere.
So we're gonna let you do your thing, and we're gonna head into your enclosure and clean up.
So we have Mr. Ollie Man's food right here. Mr. Ollie Man is waiting at the door, so we're just gonna go ahead, push it open.
Mr. Oliver, and he's gonna come on in, and we're gonna run to his platform. Here you go, Mr. Ollie. We got your food. Look, my Mr. Baby. There you go. Some yummy, yummy food for the most prettiest leopard boy ever. Now,
guys, if you couldn't already tell, Ollie Man is my favorite
and sweetest cat on the property. Now, he is a little Mr. Lovebug right here, and he's looking around. What do you hear, Ollie? Do you hear all sorts of noises and sounds out there?
So unlike Noir, you can see that Mr. Ollie Man right here, he's very gentle and he is very clean when it comes to eating his food. You can see he literally has a piece of meat hanging from the side of his mouth trying to chew it up nice and good, and he has a ways to go. But he keeps hearing something in the distance. Ollie, what is that? Now, all cats have like supersonic hearing, so whatever he's hearing could literally be miles away or all the way at the front of the property. Now, I definitely don't hear something, but Ollie Man does, and it's definitely catching his attention because he stops eating to keep looking at it. And if a cat stops eating their yummy meat bowl right here, it definitely has to be something that he is trying to figure out what it is. Now, if you see, he's licking it up. He is chewing it with his big canines right here, and he has massive canines because clouded leopards are actually the last living relative of the saber-toothed tiger. And if you see those teeth right there, they're very similar to the clouded leopards, and they're very large compared to his body size right here. And if you see, he's licking it up right here, and all exotic cats actually have these bristles on their tongue that actually allow them to lick the meat off the bones in the wild. Now, it's pretty easy because he doesn't have to lick any meat off the bones, but whenever we do give him enrichment with bones and meat, he does use those bristles on his tongue, and all the cats here do as well, to lick all of that meat off. And oh my gosh, you hear that, guys? That is Noir. Noir is crying right now. You guys, I have never got this on camera before, but he is becoming such a big boy, and his Jaguar sounds are coming in. And you can see Ollie Man is, I think, a little worried that that this cat's gonna probably come and steal his food,
But it's okay, buddy. He's in another enclosure, and you're nice and safe. You're nice and sound. And let's just admire his body just for 1 second. His pattern, his tail.
guys, this is literally God's paint job. Ollie Man and all clouded leopards are honestly one of the most beautiful cats in my opinion, and honestly so cool. So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna let Ollie Man finish his food, and we're gonna make sure his enclosure is nice and clean for him.
Okay, Ollie Man, you gonna finish your food here? All right. Oh, you dropped a piece of meat, but we're gonna let you finish your food and enjoy it.
And last but not least, we're heading in with Miss Nebula, which is our female clouded leopard. And here she is. She can already sniff the food. Let's put the food towards her. There you go, Miss Nebula. There you go, pretty girl. Now she also is hearing a bunch of crazy sounds right now. So Nebula decided to come on top of her platform, literally on top of her platform. So you can see clouded leopards love climbing, so having all of these platforms in Nebula's enclosure and Ollie's enclosure is really beneficial to them. And with that extremely long tail, they actually use that tail to balance as they're climbing. And if you see her eyes right here, guys, you're probably wondering, why are they so blue compared to Ollie's? Now the reason they're so blue is because she actually has a condition where liquid is constantly building up behind her cornea, and even though her eyes aren't 100%, she can still see, and she still knows we're right here. Isn't that right, Miss Girl? Miss Pretty Girl?
Yeah, say hi to everybody. Everyone thinks you're so beautiful.
Now guys, that's going to end today's video. We food prepped and fed the rest of the cats on the property, and we're gonna have to repeat all of this again tomorrow. But guys, that's going to end today's video. If you all enjoyed today's video, give this video a big thumbs up. Comment down below which cat you saw today was your favorite. And guys, if you want to see more day in the life with all these exotic animals, well, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel in the link down below.